Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
Caitlin Clark is auraless. Caitlin Clark is without aura. She has no charisma. She has no draw. No one wants anything to do with Caitlin Clark other than watching her shoot logo threes. What? What? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all your support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Of course, shout out to the 19. It is a fantastic Monday for me. Birds. Can you see birds? Birds won. Sixers won. Flyers won. Philadelphia Union won their playoff game. It's a pretty good weekend, folks. I'm just saying, it's a pretty good weekend. So, why Angel Reese is more marketable than the WNBA lets on. Okay, forget the bizarre headline. I won't even get into that, but let's talk about this a little bit because they want to talk about how Angel Reese and I believe Paige Beckers as well, and how marketable they are off the court. And yet they have to bring in Caitlin Clark in this discussion, although she has nothing to do. You could write this article about the marketability of Angel Reese off the basketball court. You don't need to bring in Caitlin Clark, but we are going to do that. So let's talk about this a little bit. Some people just have it. Now, let's see. I want to make sure I have the right place because there's some really important quotes in here we got to talk about. When I juxtapose working with Grammarly, I'm digging it. Those qualities with who the WNBA deems as their meal ticket. All right, let's go back up to the qualities. Let's see what she's talking about, right? First ever player to participate in the Victoria's Secret. Yeah, absolutely. The opportunity first stood out to me because it occurred to me that not just any WNBA player could participate in this show. It takes grace, confidence, and a certain swagger to convey the sensuality and joy that the show is supposed to exude. Yeah, she definitely has the swagger. I don't think she has the other stuff. Not confidence. She has an arrogant narcissism to her. Definitely no grace. I'm just saying. When I just posed those qualities with who the WNBA deems as their meal ticket in Caitlin Clark, it was glaring, folks. It was glaring that Clark's stardom sort of ends on the court. Caitlin Clark's stardom ends on the court. So all these people who would gather to get a glimpse at her anywhere, right? I don't know the reception she got when she played in the Pro-Am last year for Annika Sorenstam, which she's doing again, which has again nothing to do with basketball. And you have all those people showing up to watch her hit a golf ball. You have all these people showing up to watch her. I mean, what does she get? She's getting paid six figures to do like 30-minute speeches for companies that have nothing to do with basketball. So that's kind of a bizarre statement. It makes me wonder. For the record, that's perfectly fine. I'm so glad you think that your lie is perfectly fine. But I would imagine that the WNBA would absolutely love if Clark stardom could translate into avenues like fashion shows. MWMA doesn't give a flying F about whether Caitlin Clark does a fashion show, just like no other professional sports league gives a flying F about whether their players do damn fashion shows. This is right here one of the biggest problems with the WNBA. It is a reality show. It is about drama. They don't have a single basketball fan in the original 12 WNBA fans. They don't give a crap about basketball. They never did. It's all about an excuse to have their little parties. This isn't to say it won't ever happen. I hope it doesn't happen. It's absurd. And by the way, look, I'll say the same thing about Sophie Cunningham. It's great if they want to do it, but come on, man, this has nothing to do with basketball. Let's work on the product on the court because that is what allows all the other opportunities. And the product on the court, Angel Reese, bluntly sucks. But that type of thing doesn't seem to fit her personality. On the court, she has all the swagger in the world and deservedly so, but engaging contemporary culture when you're in street clothes, Reese has that all in check. No, she doesn't. She's got the OF respectfully, she's got the OF mentality. I mean, I'm not even going to show it, but the video is still out there of her getting a mold of her special places and actually showing it on camera. I have no respect for her as a human being. I'm sorry, I don't. When you're doing stuff like that, you are degrading you. You are degrading you. I have no interest in that culture, as you call it. And no, it's not a skin color thing because we all know about the lady and her thousands in a weekend or what 12 hours or 24 hours or whatever it is. No respect for her either. Sorry, just the way it is. And if you think Caitlin Clark doesn't have the swagger and the charisma off the court, you have not been paying attention, or maybe we'll keep going. Maybe there's a skin color issue for you. As much as Clark may have a more refined game, get the out of here. I just see Reese excelling through more avenues. I see a bright future for her in movies, commercials, and fact, sweet mother of all. Now here we go. Here we go, folks. Right, ready to dig in? Part of my belief in this is simply an inherent swagger that I believe she possesses. It's something I feel most black players have. And there it is. There you go. That's what we have to make it about because, again, single digit IQs. This is all they have. It is all they know. It's what their betters told them. They're useful idiots. And they go and continue to spray this nonsense. We're just people who have always moved the cultural needle. You want me to get blunt about that? Our cultural needle's been going in the wrong direction. So if you want to say you're the one moving it, I'm just saying. When you consider the ball of charisma that Asia that Asia Wilson has, Asia Wilson has zero charisma. No one knew a damn thing about her. No one cared about her. They still don't. But y'all trying to force her down everyone's throat because now there's a little bit of attention paid to the WNBA because of Caitlin Clark. No one knew who Asia Wilson is. She is vanilla, to use a phrase. No one cares about her. She has no charisma. No one has any interest in watching Asia Wilson do anything. I'm just saying. And by the way, that off the court thing again, why was Caitlin Clark 10 in women athletes in terms of what they made last year? Because it was all endorsements. We know her WNBA salary is like 76,000 bucks. Much is made about WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert playing favorites in the league. Most players in the league tend to think that it's Clark whom she would rather build the league marketing around. That is 100% untrue. This is why I say this person is all about race and they're just a flat out liar and a race hustler. We all know, we've all watched this past 2 years. Kathy Engelbert would do anything to keep the marketing away from Caitlin Clark. Uh-oh, was that a Freudian slip? Get me in the comments. She'd probably rather keep it away from Angel as well, but that's a topic for another day. But the ladies of WNBA understand the true potential that many of them have to continue to grow their league. There's star power all over it. Reese is just the latest to break new ground in promoting the league. Again, none of this is true. None of this is true. I just asked this question the other day. I was watching the U.S. women's national team soccer team, and as a longtime viewers, I'm very much deep involved in both sports and have coached as well. And I watch these soccer players get interviewed, and they're just so likable. Like last night, the youth movement's coming. For those of you that don't know, in soccer, I think the average age of the starting lineup last night was like 20, 21 years old. A couple teenagers played. And so even them, I'm talking about very young ages, they're well spoken, they're polite, they're incredibly likable. And before anyone makes it about what I've made this about with color, we've got now they didn't all play last night, but just like Jaden Shaw, 20 years old, incredibly likable young lady. Yeah, she's got a tan. Sophie Smith, Mallory Swanson, Trinity Rodman. I mean, it's not that. There's a cultural, if I want to use this word, difference between the two sports. Okay, and I'm curious what that is because it's not skin color. Whereas you watch the WNBA and almost to a T, all of these players, and again, not a skin color issue because I'm thinking about I don't know J.C. Sheldon, Marina Mabrey. They're all just nails on a chalkboard, unlikable. Everything about everything they say and do, the way they talk, the way they act, their rudeness, their inability to speak, their entitlement, there's nothing likable about them. But we're going to say, if you ask me, Clark and personalities like hers, what does that mean? Don't translate much to off court engagement. And it's fine if she isn't the type. So here, let me boil this thing down for you. This is all race here. This is all white people, boring, no culture, no culture. Black people have all those things. People love black people. People don't like white people. That's this entire article. This is the spewed gibberish of a 5-year-old with an IQ of 8. I'm just saying that's what this is. That's what we got going on here. Um, I'm just willing to bet that the WNBA really wishes that she were. If the former Rookie of the Year is responsible for so much increase in game attendance across the W, why not try to capitalize? What? The answer is simple, as the kids say. It just might not be her body. It's not for her. If the league realizes this sooner rather than later, I feel that marketing the WNBA would be even more fun. Yeah, this is like the dumbest thing I've ever read, but I thought it was an important topic because this is what we've been seeing a lot of, and this is what we're continuing to see going forward. And this is, again, another example of how they really want Clark out of this league and they want to diminish her, not because anything in this is true, it's because everything in this is a lie. Caitlin Clark moves the needle. She moves the needle on the court. She moves the needle off of the court as well. When you look at the opportunities that she had, that has nothing to do with basketball. You look at the way people tune in to watch her play golf, the way they followed her around the golf course. She has all of what this person says only the black WNBA players have. And that's why this is written, because it's pure jealousy, because they hate the fact that Caitlin Clark is Caitlin Clark. They hate the fact that she has this huge fan base who love to pay attention to every single thing she does. I mean, man, she can just hop on X real quick and just write something like "Go Chiefs," which is, that's absurd. I'm gonna give her a break there because we own the Chiefs, so that's okay. But and the amount of engagement that she gets, you want to talk about engagement, is absolutely insane. But anyway, let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. Thank you for checking out the video. I do appreciate it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to keep going. I've got some new stuff coming for this fall too as well, that I hope you'll enjoy. And I'm going to leave it there. Go have a fantastic day.